Not too big.
No. Monday morning. Good Monday morning, coming to you live from Southeast Staking. I'm Dwight Witherow, coming to you live here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and we have Mr. Willie Fells, my partner, my brother from Palatka, Florida, on the other end. How's everything going today, Willie? We've had a exciting weekend at the new year with this Bitcoin bull run and altcoins about to take off. So how's everything going?
Man, it's crazy, man. Space, man. I'm trying to get set here. Sorry, guys, but it's been crazy watching what's happening in the space. Man, I can't get no sleep.
Hey, that's what you mean.
Okay, but I don't know if you can. I may have to get sleep in 2022.
Man, hey, this is the year of Bitcoin, man. It's exciting times, especially for us in the crypto space. We're seeing some exciting things going on. We like what we see. Man, it's what better place could you be at the new year? With goals, especially for people that have goals and that are new to crypto, or people that have been doubters. The doubters of crypto. We got something we can show them now, right?
Well, I mean, for the doubters, I mean, it's just been amazing to watch what's been going on for the people that's called it rat poison, and you still got some of those guys. You got to expect that, right? Most people really don't understand what they are, what it is, and people still don't understand. So a lot of people still don't understand what it is. But I said this early in the year, and I'll do that sometimes. I said for Bitcoin to get 50K, you don't need every millionaire. You don't need all the billionaires and millionaires to get to 50K. Now we've had institutions get involved that's created some stability and the demand has went up, but we still don't have full tilt retail on Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market. So there's still a lot that people don't understand. And I think it has to, the bridge is we have to figure out how to use everyday lingo.
Yeah, that is. Now, we got to definitely go out here for those that don't speak the crypto lingo. We got to be able to break it down for them and educate them to let them know as to what is crypto, how it works, let them know the pros and cons to crypto, Bitcoin, and all these other things. Because right now there's a lot of questions. We've been getting a lot of feedback, a lot of questions, asking questions about Bitcoin. How can I buy it? How could you afford a Bitcoin when it's 30-something thousand? So that's where we're going to try to do a better job this year at educating people, and also letting people know about some other opportunities that we have as well that can create a amount of wealth for others in the same position we are. So with that being said, you want to go ahead and run our disclaimer out here so we can let everybody know?
Well, we definitely have to do that at Southeast Staking, man. We excited, man. We fired up. First, we got to give our disclaimer. Number one, we're not financial advisors to be giving financial advice. Number two, we're not Bitcoin or crypto experts. We're just regular guys giving our opinion. We read the articles just like you, and most of the time giving our opinion right on the fly. Number three, education is the key. Get educated on the space. Always do your due diligence. The will to win is worthless without the will to prepare. Number four, always get a return on investment as quick as possible. Because we just some country boys talking about crypto. that might be on something right there. Podcast, country boys talking about country boys and crypto.
That's it.
There we go. I think we got the podcast now. Country boys and crypto.
Hey, that's it right there.
We may be drinking some moonshine on that thing. Ain't no telling.
Hey, we can make it happen.
The legal moonshine. The legal moonshine.
It's all legal. It's all legal in Tennessee.
Okay. All right, let's jump into the market cap. Let's jump into the market cap, man. It is crazy to see this, man. And to see now, let me tell you, Bitcoin now in the last hour is up 2.5%. The market cap, $873 billion.
Go ahead and share your screen there. You're going to share your market cap there, so the viewers can see.
Let me see. Did I? Okay, I don't think I did that.
No, we're still looking at the pretty Southeast Staking logo.
I know what happened. Boom. All right, so
now we see it.
Huh?
I said, now we're seeing. Now we're kicking.
So now can you see it? All right, so you're looking at. Hey, we're experiencing a little technical difficulty there, my friend, but that's okay. All right, so now we're looking at the coin market cap, $873 billion, down 2.8% in the last little bit. Bitcoin's dominance has fallen a little. It was up to 71%. Now we're looking at 67%. Ethereum's dominant. Ethereum's at 13%. Bitcoin sitting currently at $31,883.25. Up 2.5% in the last hour, down 2.5% in the last 24 hours.
5 points.
Now, up 20% in the last 7 days. Now, the big thing about this is last night, let's look at the chart here on Bitcoin. And last night, what happened was it took an early morning. I don't even call it last night. It took a dump to 28, 27, and it dropped fast. So you see it went from top up 30, it was at 34, and it dropped all the way down to 20. I can't get it to stop. I think it was like 27, 28, 2. And is that the new dips? Is that the new buy? Is that the new risk? 34. So it dropped, what's that, $7,000 in a matter of, look at the time it is, 4:52, 4:29. Oh man, in an hour.
Yeah, we knew something was going on. Obviously, when the other side of the world woke up, they was going to, going to be some trading going on. We did notice a lot of activity last night on the bot, showing that a lot of people were moving. There's money moving around all night long. I think it was probably started around about 6 p.m. Eastern yesterday.
Yeah,
somewhere along in there, we start seeing some big transactions moving on the chain, on the blockchain. So we figured people were gearing up to take some profits out. And a lot of people, that was a buying time for people. I mean, you imagine taking some profits out and then seeing it go back down to the 28 mark, and you could re-enter some of your money back in at 28, which you just cashed out at 34. So obviously some people made profit in gains, and actually made people just wanting to get in, made it a little bit more affordable for them too, are able to get in.
Yeah, and then this morning too, the futures gap, pulled it back down to 28. The CME futures gap, I think, as well. But that's just our opinions, guys. We're just giving our opinions and thoughts. But one of the things that you got to realize is when you start seeing a lot of the social media buzz was up high, and I'm going to talk about that here in a little bit. When that social media buzz gets high, you can expect some FOMO in, but people are going to take profits. But I'm not. That's not what excited me about the dip. I mean, because the dip was about at 5 o'clock, but look, it bounced right back up. Look at that, 529, and it bounced right back up, and look where it's going. Now it's back over 30 again. I mean, it did. I mean, look. I mean, I didn't even have time to even think about buying in this dip. Who was up? You know,
Like I
who
said,
was up
other side of the world,
to buy the dip? And this is the power of, to me, the demand for Bitcoin right now. The demand is so strong, and the amount of Bitcoin is getting eaten up so fast that the dips happen in a matter of minutes, and it just bounces like a ping pong ball. I mean, it bounces back up, and it's going back up to 31, and even trying to sit back up, trying to go back over 32. So I mean, they're trying to buy back so fast. And so you would have to probably be a trader with some kind of stop loss and other kind of mechanisms in place to try to catch that one. So, and look at that. I mean, Ethereum back over $1,000. Ethereum dropped last night.
Yeah, and it's still back over 1,000, almost at its all-time highs by what, $1,400, I think it was.
Yeah,
I mean,
Ethereum's probably about 20% from its all-time high.
Yeah, you look at early year, that coin was got down to $90-something, I want to say, in March.
And it bounced down last night. Look at that. At the same time, Bitcoin went down. Ethereum went down to $876. And look at that, shot back up over 1,000. It's 29% below its all-time high of 1448 and headed that way. But look at the peak of Ethereum last night, 1,100. One thing about Ethereum, them fees is that the gas fees is killing people on Ethereum right now. And that's what we feel like Cardano is going to be able to make up that gap.
Ethereum gas is 183 right now. Just saying that. Right there by the Bitcoin dominance, as far as Ethereum gas, 183 currently.
Oh yeah, 183. Yeah, and move it and trying to move it, man. It is.
All right, let me stop right there, Willie. For those people out there, it's like, what are they talking about? Gas. You want to break down the gas? What we're talking about, like basically the what that is. Because I know a lot of people probably saying, like, what is gas? It's almost like a mining fee. It's what it costs to move that transaction on the Ethereum network when we speak in a term of gas.
Yeah, and exactly. What it costs to move or pay for basically a transaction on the Ethereum blockchain, and this is where some people are hoping companies like our favorite Cardano that is going to be able to fix this issue because Cardano moves a lot faster. Not I don't know a lot faster, but it moves with less fees. But yeah, that gas fee is just crazy, killing people right now in the price. But let's look at the top performers of the last 24 hours. There's no losers in the last 24 hours, guys. But I mean, it's just crazy the amount of money. Look at let's look at top performers. Man, some top ones in there. Looper and 63%. Nano, 33%. OMG Network, 20%. Michelle was talking about that. Evolve, Sushi, Ethereum, ETH. That's ETH. Cardano, look at Cardano in the top 10. The synthetic network, 10%. So I mean, there's really no losers if you even look at the losers for the last 24 hours. Oh, did we talk about Dogecoin possibly pump and dump? Well,
man. Here, let me tell you about Dogecoin here, man.
It's dropping fast.
Yeah, but hang on here, man. Let me tell you about Dogecoin. Obviously, us country boys in crypto, we always reading up a lot of stuff, taking in a lot. Here's one of the funny things that I figured you would love about the Dogecoin here. As I was reading something this morning, it kind of made me laugh about Dogecoin. How the price of Dogecoin. Dogecoin doubles after adult film star tweets that she's a holder. So, that's, I mean, do we know if that had anything to do with it? But that's one of the breaking news this morning as far as about Dogecoin. I don't know if you knew that or not, if you read that already or not.
I don't know. I did not know that. I don't follow any porn stars on Twitter, but
Following you, hey, for my disclosure, I don't follow any on Twitter at all.
yeah, but
I'm just reading this information as it came through on the email here. So
yeah. Oh, okay. So I don't, but I did not know that. But I know that I do understand what's going on with Dogecoin. Elon Musk tweeted yesterday about about that as well. And so you get in a lot of people pumping it, especially on the Twitter, and they're trying to get this thing to $1. Can they do it? Well, it remains to see. But man, there's some people in the meantime making money, because you got to think, if you had it before it started pumping and it went to 76, 96%.
It's like what was it, like almost 2 cent, 3 cent, two?
Yeah, it was over 100%. The last couple of days, you made some money, and so that's what people are doing. They're taking profits. That's why you're seeing it going up, and then it's just dropping back, going back down.
And that's a prime example of an altcoin, guys. That's a prime example of what we always say we stick to. We tell everybody, I can't buy a whole Bitcoin right now. Where do I start? Well, we always tell everybody, you don't have to be a Bitcoin millionaire. There's other altcoins. You could become an altcoin millionaire. You become profitable by moving through the ranks of the altcoins. And that's a prime example. If you were to spend a couple hundred or say $1,000, a couple thousand on that coin at that original price almost 4 days ago of less than 2 cents. And when you say, okay, how many does that get? That moves
I
up
think you would have had, I don't know, you had to be, guys, and we're not giving financial advice, but you would have had to been into that before it pumped. However, you got to understand the risk in these, because altcoins can go to zero. They can go to 0%, and people can get wrecked. That's
what I've said. Get wrecked. But that Dogecoin is not a coin that I have not invested in. I really see no real life value in Dogecoin personally. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong, but I'm just telling you that when I read up on it, read the white paper and read what the coin is about, I look at something that's going to have real life value that can help out in our, real life. And I don't think tipping a gamer or something like that, or creating tips, that's not my niche right there.
All right, the coin that we're here about. Let's watch. It hit over 23% last night, up 40% for the week. Cardano, that's the one we feel like is the next big thing. Up 10.6% here right now, at 21 cents. And it hit last night. It went over 23. It touched 24. Oh man, at 1:30 in the morning, it touched 24. And I was asleep at that time. But look at that. And then it took a dive as well, right, with everything, but it bounced off of 22, but it was on a steady decline. It dropped all the way to 18 cents last night. In a matter of that time, 5:20. So this was again a good time to buy some more last night, in my opinion. And now it's back on its way up. So you got a nice little dip in there that maybe people can, again, it bounced fast too as well. It took a little downward path a little bit, so it gave you a time to see where the bottom was at. And obviously the bottom was at 18.8. Now it's sitting over low, almost 22 cents now. Bitcoin, but Cardano still $1.18 off of 81% off his all-time high. This is one of the coins that we're very, very, very bullish on. This is a coin that we're very, very excited about. We're excited about what IOHK, Charles Hoskins, and others are doing in the Cardano network. And actually, Southeast Staking, we have our own stake pool in the Cardano network, and we bring you mostly kind of what's going on in Cardano news. We'll talk about Bitcoin and others, but our main objective is to talk about Cardano, is to talk about ADA, and bring light to what the network is doing. What the Cardano blockchain is doing, what IOHK is doing, and how to profit and benefit from Cardano. I want to jump in our first post though. We're going to social media. We'll talk about social media interest in Bitcoin hits all-time high. We welcome all of our viewers to it. Social media, Twitter analytics data indicates that as Bitcoin continues to post all-time highs, well into the 30,000, social media interest in the digital currency is likewise setting new records across numerous key metrics. In a tweet Saturday night, the official handler for the TIE, a cryptocurrency data forum, showed that the number of unique Twitter handlers tweeting about Bitcoin has hit a new all-time high, eclipsing a 64,000 mark last seen during the peak in 2017 bull run. So when you start to see these things, as they say, when you see a lot of, as they say in the stock market world, when people start talking a lot about it, it's time to dump. It's time to, you want to buy as the news builds, sell when the news is high. There go a prime example right there. Joshua Frank, let's see. Joshua Frank, CEO of the TIE, provided Cointelegraph with additional information indicating that the interest is only continuing to grow, and it is not limited to Bitcoin. According to Frank, since the TIE's tweet, the number of unique handles posted about Bitcoin has risen above 70,000 for the first time ever. The total tweet volume has eclipsed the December 2017 high of 135,000 to reach 140,000, and the overall number of crypto tweets has also hit a new high of nearly 250,000 in a 24-hour period. The increased volume isn't limited to Twitter, however. As Cointelegraph has previously reported, such volume for Bitcoin is climbing in stride with the cryptocurrency's price. Likewise, how to buy Bitcoin is surged as well. And that is one of the things I've been talking about is even in the crypto space, where you have a few more things now that's making it easier to onboard on Bitcoin. And one of the ones I like the most that's making it easier where you're actually getting Bitcoin is Cash App. Cash App is and on what Jack and they're doing over at Square, and they're doing some big time stuff with Bitcoin. And if I recall last year when people got their stimulus checks last year, if you deposited your stimulus check into your in the Cash App, you would get $50 in Bitcoin.
That is correct.
So it's crazy to see. It's crazy to see the impact that Cash App has had even on the Bitcoin space itself. And if we recall, Cash App came before PayPal and some others. And Cash App reported in January of last year that in quarter four of last year, I think they did over 300 million in Bitcoin, and that raised a lot of eyebrows right there. And I tell you what, I didn't even know Cash App was starting to do Bitcoin until my sister said it, shared it with me, and then I looked and I'm like, whoa, okay,
oh yeah,
Cash App, you're actually buying Bitcoin.
It's huge, man. Because I remember seeing some social media stuff. People was asking questions like, "Where do you buy Bitcoin? How can I get a hold of Bitcoin? And my Bitcoin broker is unavailable. Blah blah blah. I don't have any. The fees are so high." And it was like, we introduced several people to Cash App, saying, "Hey, you can go right here to Cash App. It's a very simple process that does not take long." And we introduced a lot of people to it, and it worked out. I mean, I'm glad that it's there. Jack Dorsey thinking outside the box. Thinking in a futuristic state has worked out well for Square and Cash App as a company as a whole.
Oh man, beyond. And at one point, between Grayscale, PayPal, and Square, I think it was buying up 300%, 300% of the over 100% of the Bitcoin that was available. How do you buy over 100%? I don't know. They leveraged some. But they were trying to buy everything. And I don't know if that's still the case for Cash App and others, but that is why I think, in my opinion, too, why you're seeing such short, quick bounce backs or smaller dips, which Bitcoin now is solving the biggest issue it had at one point, the volatility. The volatility is not like it was before.
Yes. It's a lot more stable now, guys. I mean, I think it's proven its point. For those of us that are believers, that have been true believers, it's right on track and on pace for what we expected and what we thought it was going to be. For those people that have been doubters or rat poison believers, whatever you want to call those people, I think it's an eye opener. So once again, I'm going to tell you like this: you can either change with times or you will be left behind. And so I'll leave it at that.
All right. Curiously, however, searches for how to buy Ethereum remain low despite a 20% 24-hour surge as high as 950 at press time. Many have speculated that the rise is due to FOMO from institutions, which in turn is now seasoned retail advisors likewise caught in speculative mania. Man, and it's just crazy how I was around in 2017 when the last bull run, and this one really feels different. I mean, it was amazing watching it climb last time and seeing the numbers just change like crazy. And you felt like the same thing. You felt like, okay, when is it going to correct itself, or when is going to be the big deal? But what you didn't see versus this time was the institutions.
Yeah.
And the institutional money that's coming into it. And are we at, and we could ask the question now, are we at institutional FOMO?
That's a good question. I mean, I think that's the reason you got a lot of, we discussed that, you got a lot of institutionals buying in. That's the reason we don't think we've seen the dip is dipping as far, because these institutions now it's time to buy. Now it's time to buy, when they're sitting there with a cachet of money that belongs to other people, and they're benefiting with their fees. They're buying it up. So I do think it's that is a part of the FOMO. There is institutional. I don't think it's a lot of individuals, because the people that's been in this industry and already trading, we know what it's about, and we know about the dips and all this and that. So I truly think it's probably institutional. But this weekend institutional was closed, so today's going to be an interesting day on the market to see what happens today after the holiday, first business day back.
Yeah, everybody's coming back now. Holidays are over, Christmas over, January's over, and a bunch in the U.S. I know, and a bunch of people this morning are receiving what?
$500 stimulus check.
$600.
$600.
Yes.
Six.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh man, let me tell you. So there's a lot of money now. We may see a lot of $600 cash apps, huh? And what a good time, because now it's lower, 31. So it's time to buy it this morning. If you can buy some Bitcoin this morning, buy some Bitcoin. That's just my opinion, not financial advice, but it could be going up. All right, now let's look at this. Let's go. Now let's jump into some Cardano news. Cardano's in the news this morning again. Man, Cardano is really on fire right now, man. Celsius Network confirms ADA will be added in quarter 2022, 2021. And this is going to, and I'll share with you here in a minute what Celsius is. Cryptocurrency surged in the past year as market participants recorded sizable returns and mainstream adoption increased significantly. Crypto rewards platforms to record high interest payments to clients on numerous cryptocurrencies deposits. Rewards platform Celsius Network announced earlier today that it will be adding Cardano to the list of supported cryptocurrencies in quarter 2, 2021. This will give ADA holders the opportunity to earn yield. So this will give ADA holders the opportunity to earn yield in another avenue besides directly staking ADA on chain, which is presently the only option. Celsius CEO Alex Mahashinki, a country boy can't say that crap.
Mashinsky.
You can't say it either. You got that country twirl too. Probably worse than mine.
Alex Mashinsky.
Mashinsky. Sorry, people. I told y'all we country boys in crypto. Country and crypto. Guys, we just gonna be ourselves. It ain't gonna be this big presentation of just etiquette and man, get that out of here. We're gonna be some country boys. We just sharing our thoughts, man. We're gonna be who we are. We ain't gonna get on here and get all bougie, as we like to call it. All right, confirmed the addition of ADA in the AMA on January 1st. However, the amount of yield offered on ADA is yet to be announced. On Celsius, the range of APY varies by token from 2.5 to 16.1 for users within the US and between 3.3 to 21. For the users outside the US, if they offer Cardano at 21%, for users outside the US, then that would be 4 times the amount that staking offers. Most users have speculated that the APY offered would be higher on the higher side to justify the risk of staking ADA off-chain, especially considering ADA is a proof of stake coin that already pays out between 4 to 5.5% to stakers. This announcement could bring new users to Celsius, which is already in the spotlight after the network's native token sale was listed on FTX earlier today. Wow. Sale is listed on FTX. Wow. That's pretty big. Last month, the company announced a partnership with blockchain analysis company Chainalysis for the audit of 3.3 billion in assets. Oh man, that's pretty good. The conclusion of our audit is a great step in building greater trust and transparency for our members in the larger state. So let's talk about this, and let's talk about this as a stake pool operator. When you have a company like Celsius, and now they've been able to put Cardano on there, is it jeopardizing losing more people to our staking platforms? Now, there could be a difference here. Now, I want to say this for people, and if anybody in the comment section want to be able to correct me, they can correct me. Good morning, Zach. But when you stake on these types of platforms, sometimes you have to lock it up, or you have to it can't be moved or done anything with for sometimes 90 days, if not shorter, or if not longer. I know if you're staking ETH right now, it's a year that money's sitting there, that you may not have access to it. Now, I don't know how that works on Celsius if you're staking it. Now, I do understand the yield, and that's a big thing, that you want to be able to receive yield or whatever you want to receive on it. And I don't knock anybody that wants to do this. But what I want to be able to, so for the stakeholders, proof of stake, how does this apply to us? Because if you have networks with 3.3 billion in assets coming along, like Binance too, that creates all these stake pools, because they got to stake. When they create these when they say they're staking too, they got to create stake pools to get the mine, to be able to get the tokens, to get the coins. Because then they have to create a stake pool. The company does, like Celsius does. And if I stand correct, now I could be wrong, but Binance has a bunch of stake pools right now on Pool Tools. You can find that Binance has stake pools as well. That in our mining, not mining, proof of stake on Cardano. What this does for the regular stakeholders like Southeast staking. It's an interesting topic, man. And I love to hear from some other stakeholders in the Cardano network and what they think about this. And I think, if I recall too, IOHK talked about one time giving, and one of the things they were talking about, and I'll say this name, that they were building something with Coinbase, as in whereas, although you may stake from Coinbase or stake from another platform, your option to stake with will be with with stake pool operators within the Cardano network. Does that make sense?
Totally makes sense. Like I said, I'm excited about this change. It's definitely going to be good, I think, for all of us when it comes down to the staking pools. And this is huge, though. This is big news, big announcement.
And now everybody can stake. Now, I think one of the good things that Cardano did was the saturation rate. So you still could only have so many people and so much being staked on their on their platform, because then when they reach saturation point, they either have to create another pool, and well, how many pools do you create? How many people then they will, I guess, create pools based upon who wants to stake with them. So it still makes the platform good. I mean, this will definitely continue to make Cardano one of the biggest decentralized networks out. And proof of stake is starting to become a trend. And as you see Ethereum going to proof of stake, Ethereum 2.0, I mean, that's proof of stake as they move off of proof of work. And we're excited about Cardano. We're excited about what they're doing. There's a lot of questions still here to be asked. There's a lot of things to still be going on, and there's a lot more coming on the Cardano platform. But we want to get on here, share this news with you this morning, share with you Cardano's coming to Celsius Network. Leave some comments below. Let us know what you think about it. Our the link to Southeast Staking .io is in the comment section. Click on it below. Join the Cardano network. Create your wallet, Daedalus, Aurora. Then stake your ADA with Southeast Staking. Forget the rest. Stake with SES.
Right.
Awesome. All right, guys. So it's been awesome hitting you guys this morning. You got anything else, Dwight?
No, hey guys, make sure that you smash the like, thumbs up on the YouTube here. We got some following on Facebook. We're trying to pull everybody over to the YouTube, because we're going to start doing most of our broadcasting and podcasts from. So just don't forget to share it, like it. That's the way it will pop up on your screen, and when we obviously go live, or that's the way if we got breaking news or anything that's changing in the market that we want you to hear, that you need to know. So make sure you share the Southeast Staking YouTube page. Smash that like, and let's build up.
Like, subscribe, bell. Like, subscribe, bell. And then you'll receive, every time we go in live, man, you'll receive up-to-date info. We'll keep you up to date on Cardano and what they're doing. We'll keep you up to date on Southeast Staking, and we'll keep you up to date on what's going on in the space. But 80% of our coverage will be Cardano, ADA.
Hey, that's right. Then you get to hear from country, and you get to hear from crypto. So, boom. That's it. Country and crypto. We're doing it.
All right, man. Y'all have a great day.
Have a great day. Black Cardano out.